Hi, this is Razor Wire, and this is a twin flame reading. I'd like to thank you for watching me, and it would mean a lot to me if you would like, subscribe, and comment. And I've already dealt the cards. I tried this earlier without doing that first, but it takes a really long time, and I like to keep the videos kind of short. Since I know they're difficult to hear and the quality is not great. So today we're going to start with the masculine, and I decided to use the Good Tarot for the masculine and the custom deck, as well as the Work Your Light Oracle and some little tiles here that I got from a game. And the game is called Emotify. It has a lot of them in here, and it's basically emojis. Alright, so first we're going to start with some messages from your masculine. And the messages we have here are, I don't want to play games. Okay, so they're tired of playing games. They're tired of the runner-chaser dynamic. You know, they're tired of the hot and cold energy. You know, they're looking for something more serious now. You know, they're growing up and maturing spiritually. They're wanting more out of their relationships. I'm stuck. Okay, so your masculine might be feeling a bit stuck right now. They might be having trouble making a clear decision, or it might be in reference to the obstacles in the world right now. It makes them feel kind of stuck in place, like they can't move forward. There could be a karmic situation which is kind of keeping them from moving forward right now, but they're getting, fed up with that situation. It could be that they simply don't know how to express their feelings yet. They just know that they want something more with you. And we've got, I will never give up on you. Okay, so your masculine is never going to give up on this connection. They are dedicated to this connection, and they see the potential of this connection with you. And it's like nothing that they have ever experienced before, so they don't want to mess it up. And that's probably why they're being so cautious with you, is because they just don't want to fuck things up. Forgive the language. So now into the reading, and we have denial. Okay, so in the past, they may have been in denial about this connection. You know, we may have attempted to talk to them about the connection or your feelings, and they may have brushed you off, or maybe even denied that there was a connection in the first place. They might be in denial about some of the changes that they have to make. That's why they're still feeling stuck, because there's something that they still need to do, but they haven't quite worked out what it is or how to do it, or that's something that they're very afraid to change. And then we've got the Strength card here, okay? And the Strength card is about compassion and integration of the shadow selves. It's about being vulnerable and open. So they are, working towards this, opening up to you. They are working towards facing their fears. All right, and we've got the Nine of Earth, which shows hard work and dedication, but it also is a card of self-love. Okay, so your masculine is working on self-worth, on self-love. They are working on, building, their inner strength up, as well as creating something substantial for the two of you. And we've got the Ace of Earth here, the Ace of Pentacles, which is about security and protection. They want to protect you. They want to offer you something. This is about building a strong foundation. We've got the Stag here, which is a sign of, I've heard it as a sign of union, or of taking action, of taking the lead. We've got butterflies around the stag horns for transformation. So your, masculine right now is going through a transformation. They are, becoming, the emperor for you. They are looking for something stable. This is also about new opportunities. We've got Three of Fire here. And that's a card of progress and moving forward, gaining perspective. It's about authenticity, shining your light. They're starting to move away from the crowd. Okay, they're starting to move, become their own person. And we've got the Emperor. Yeah, they're starting to become the Emperor, right? And we saw that with the Stag energy as well, that they're becoming the Emperor for you. You know, this is the masculine in their power, and this card is about strength and protection and authority, and someone who's not afraid, you know, to take a move, to make a hard choice. And we got the Eight of Water here, and you can see in this card there's a treasure chest, and this represents the 3D. This represents, you know, the superficial, and they are moving away from the 3D and the superficial into a higher calling, into a spiritual, into a more spiritual way of seeing things. You know, they are moving towards you and towards union with you. And we've got awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Okay, so as I said with the Strength, they're integrating their shadow selves right now. They're going through a major awakening right now, so that they can become the kind of man that you deserve. All right, and for the titles, we have got this desert landscape. That might mean something to some of you. Some of you might live in the desert. It could also be about the heat between you, the kundalini. You know, the desert is really hot. You know, the sun is very vibrant in this, so it could be about, you know, the possibility in the future for joy and happiness and abundance, like the Sun card, you know, in the tarot. It could be indicating the part of the world that you live in. I think I said that, but that's what I was getting. Then we've got this card, and this is a card of peace. Okay, so they want to have peace between you. You know, if you've been fighting or playing games with each other, they're ready to call a truce now. They want to have some peace between you. They want to have, you know, a discussion, like an actual conversation. Then we've got the 4 here, and the 4 represents protection. You know, divine protection. You are protected. The journey is protected. Your masculine wants to protect you. And then we've got some flowers here, so they might be coming forward with an offer. Maybe they gave you flowers on Valentine's or thought about doing so. It could be spring energy, something happening in the spring. It could be that they are apologizing to you for something, that they want to apologize for something that they've done or the way they've behaved. And then we've got the X. You know, X marks the spot. That's what I'm thinking, like the number 17, that they're on the right path, that they're starting to move forward, that they're digging deep, you know, that they're finding those hidden treasures within themselves. And then we've got this little hand here, and it kind of looks like it's in the Spock, like Spock holds his hand, you live long and prosper. I think that's what it is. So the live long and prosper sign, they're looking for something that will last for a long time. You know, they're wanting you to have a good life, the best possible life. It could also indicate that they're into sci-fi, you know, that they might like sci-fi. Then we've got a Christmas tree here, which is about celebration and coming together and family. So their family might be very important to them. It could be that something happened between the two of you during the Christmas holiday. It could simply be that you weren't together on the Christmas holiday and they were missing you, and they wanted you to be there. They wanted you to be a part of their family, and they're starting to think in those terms. Okay, so now we have the TV, so they could be getting signs, you know, signs in the things that they're watching. They could be, you know, in the spotlight in some way. They could be on TV. For some of you, there might be a celebrity connection. Then we've got this Hear No Evil monkey. Okay, so they're starting to shut out the distractions of the world. They are starting to think for themselves, worry less about what other people think, worry less about opinions of other people. They're going within, you know. And then we've got the sunglasses. So the masks are coming off, the sunglasses are coming off. You know, they maybe have been playing cool with you in the past. But I have a feeling that they're going to get real with you pretty soon. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling for the masculine, that they're about to get real. They're tired of the games. All right, so for the feminine would like to say to the masculine, I trust you and I will wait for you. Okay, so once you become aware of this connection, that this person is your twin flame, you know, there really isn't, you can't really move on, if you've noticed. It just doesn't work. You know, you're always holding out for them because you know that you're meant to be together. It's destiny. And this is showing that you're trusting in this connection. And this might not be how you're feeling very well, much in the 3D, but in your heart, you know, your higher self knows that you can trust this connection, that it is real, that this person is your twin flame. And so for the cards, we've got a lack of contact and stalking. Okay, so you might not be in contact with your twin right now. You might be stalking each other on social media. You know, you might be keeping tabs on one another. Or it could be that there's another party involved that is watching the connection. You know, that maybe a jealous ex or something that's just keeping a really close eye on things and kind of keeping things from progressing. And then we've got the Hanged Man, and that's necessary delays. This is about sacrifice. It's about gaining flexibility. It's about changing your perspective. It's about moving out of the superficial and to the spiritual. Yeah, you know, it's about crown chakra awakenings. And you know, we've got divine purpose here. So you're starting to see that there is, you know, it's more than just a relationship. Okay, it's more than just a romantic connection, that you have a divine purpose. You have something to do together, you know, to raise the vibration. It is a spiritual journey. Okay, so for the feminine, we've got the Six of Pentacles, which is about compromise, not compromise, compassion, mercy, sharing, give and take. You know, it's equality. Sometimes things might not feel equal in the connection, right? Sometimes you might feel you're giving more than you're receiving, or you know, you might feel like you're not worthy of your masculine, what they are giving to you. You know, so you know, all relationships, they require that balance. You know, it's about unconditional love. And you guys, you have also the Three of Wands, which is about progress, movement, possibly travel. And you know, it's about shining your light, you know, doing what it is you've been called to do. It's about independence. This card is also about independence. Knight of Pentacles is about eventual positive outcomes, hard work, practicality, diligence. It's a bit of drudgery. You know, it's kind of, you know, you're building something, you're working towards something, and it's not always easy. It's hard work, it takes time, but you are dedicated. It can also mean that a man is coming towards you, and they might not be coming quickly, but when they come, they have something substantial to offer you. And then we've got the Four of Pentacles, which can represent fears about security or security issues. You could be feeling a bit insecure. That's what she looks like, that you're feeling a little insecure right now, feminine. You might be feeling a bit jealous, a bit possessive. You know, you might be thinking about what's missing in the relationship. Like we saw with the Six of Pentacles, you might be feeling that there's some sort of imbalance, and you're feeling insecure, and you're searching for that sort of stability, for those answers. And then we've got the Nine of Swords, which we know is about nightmares and sleepless nights and stress and worry and anxiety and overthinking and pessimism and, you know, feeling like a victim. You know, so there's some negativity I can see in the feminine right now, that she's kind of going through some stuff right now, some doubts, some insecurities, wondering when is things going to get moving again, when are they going to happen, you know, some anxieties. Then we've got boundaries, okay, and boundaries, you know, you need to set healthy boundaries for yourself. It's about learning how to say no to the things that don't feel right, and how to say yes and allow for the things that do feel good. It's about self-respect. It's about you know, how we treat one another. You know, it's not just about your own personal boundaries, but it's respecting the space and boundaries of others. It's giving your masculine the time he needs to heal, so that he can come forward. So it's, you know, you're not pushing him, you're not rushing, you know, the connection. You're allowing things to come. You know, this is about, it could be about what's going on in the world, that there are all these sort of boundaries and barricades and borders, and it feels kind of isolating, you know, right now. So for the tiles, we have this, we have two cityscapes, and one looks like as the sun is setting or rising, and the other is nighttime. So, you know, you could be living in this could be about where you're living in a large city. It could be about the passage of time, that you're worried about how much time it's taking. This could be about the time that you spent with your masculine, you know, that you're reminiscing about the time that you've spent together, and kind of longing for that time together when you were having fun together and with the friendship and stuff. And you were able to go out together. We've got this award, okay? You know, so this is about recognition, kind of like the Six of Wands, you know, recognition. You know, this is saying that to your masculine, you are number one. You know, there's no one that compares. You're the number one. You've also got the television, so you might also be seeing signs in television right now. So keep an eye open for the signs. Then we've got this happy couple, right? You know, the happy couple, the masculine and feminine holding hands together. You know, like a two of cups kind of energy here. We've got the friendship, the partnership. They're looking into each other's eyes. And we've got this little puddle of paint. This could be about the need to express yourself creatively. This could be about not crying over spilled paint, not crying over, you know, things that have happened in the past, mistakes that have been made, you know, about learning how to forgive and kind of release and let go. We've got a bus, you know, this is transportation, this is movement. Maybe one or both of you are in school, because it kind of looks like a school bus. Then we've got a camera, okay, so this is, you know, people are watching you. You know, you could be in a position where people are looking at you. You might be popular on social media and have a lot of people looking at you, or it could be that you're afraid of being watched. It could be, you know, memories, you know, because we store memories in pictures. It could be that photography is something that you're really into, that it's one of your creative outlets, because we talked about creative outlets. It could be that you're looking at your twin social media site, and sometimes those pictures are upsetting and misleading. Could be, you know, that you have been posting some pictures on social media yourself that your twin is either looking at or you're waiting for them to comment on and like. Then we've got the hammer, and the hammer is for hard work, right? It's kind of like that Knight of Pentacles energy. It's putting in that effort. It's building those foundations. It's letting things take the time they take. We've got the sun here, and the sun in the tarot, you know, is about happiness and abundance and joy. And then we've got a little letter, a love letter, because it's got a heart. So this could be about communication or feelings being expressed between the two of you. Or this could be that you've been writing love letters to your masculine. I write love letters. I don't send them, but I write love letters to my masculine to kind of help me work through my feelings, you know, in the journey and everything like that. Yeah, so it could be a sign of communication that is coming to you soon, because your masculine is maturing now. They're starting to want something more serious, so they might come and talk to you about what's going on. Next, we've got the journey. And this is what your guides are saying. Come back to me, and I prayed for you. So that your guides are bringing you together, okay? You're being pulled together by this magnetic force field. You are both missing each other, and you want to be a part of each other's lives. And you both, asked for this. You're praying for this connection. This is something, it's a mutual love is what this is saying to me. Then we've got gratitude. So remember to focus on the good things, on the things you have to be grateful for. There have been some indications about, the restrictions going on in the world stressing you out, because you feel like maybe it's blocking the connection. But this is a sign to be grateful for the time that's given you to work on self, to go within. Usually you wouldn't have this kind of time to work on yourself like this, and I think that for many of the masculines, this time that we've had because of quarantine is helping them to awaken, because they're getting away from all that noise. They're able to sit with their own thoughts for a while. They don't have the luxury of the distractions that they had before. So while it might seem like it's keeping you apart, it may actually be what's bringing you together faster, because it's forcing, you to wake up. Oh, and I can't remember if I said this one. Sudden changes. Okay, so things can happen very, very quickly in this connection. Your masculine can wake up just like that, out of nowhere, or the feminine can just wake up, or if one of you has been kind of hiding and running away, or both of you most likely, because usually it is both of you, even if it doesn't seem like it. This could be a sign that you're going to come together, that things are going to change in the relationship, and they're going to happen fast and when you least expect them. So for the cards, we've got the Two of Wands. Okay, so the Two of Wands, she's looking out the window here. She's got a globe and a map, and she's really considering traveling and moving forward with her life. But this could represent, that the restrictions, because here she is stuck at home. She can't go outside. So that was something we talked about with the restrictions. This is kind of that wanting to step outside of your comfort zone, a need to step outside of your comfort zone and kind of move forward. And then we've got this Four of Cups, which is kind of goes along with this, the way the pictures look, but they're both kind of longing and looking out the window, and they're in this introspective frame of mind, and they're kind of bored with the way things are currently. They're not happy. They want more. They know there's more to life. Then we've got this card, the Six of Swords, which is about transitions, and it is about movement. Moving to a better transition, to something better. Moving away from the old karmic. Your old past, your karmic partners, your old patterns of behavior, and moving into something new. It's about freedom. And then we've got the Three of Cups, which is friendship and joy and reunion and coming back together again. And then for the journey, we've got Starseed, what lights you up. Okay, so now that you guys have awakened to this connection, okay, you both awakened now. You know who your twin flame is. There's no going back now. You're feeling that restless energy, which we saw here. You're both feeling that restlessness. Nothing is satisfying you. You might have tried dating other people. It's not working. It doesn't satisfy you. You might have tried moving on in any number of ways, but it doesn't work. You just keep coming back to this person, because now that your soul has recognized this mission, you've awoken to this mission, there's no going back. And for this, we've got the no entry. And I think that is with what I said about the no going back. Okay, you can't go back anymore. That path is closed now. So there's no returning to the way things were. And then we've got this vehicle, and I don't have any idea what kind it is, but it's covered. This could be about transportation, movement. It could be about, delivering something, package, receiving. We've got a baby bottle here. That could be a sign of children, the connection, or maybe your future children if you're considering starting a family. We've got these lips, and they're painted red. So there's that, sexual, sensual energy. And that could be like getting ready for a date. It could be about communication because it's a mouth. It could be about hunger, that hunger that you have for each other. Then we have, and I have no idea what these are called, but directors, use them, like to end scenes. So it could mean that one stage is kind of ending for something new to begin. Okay, it also could be that one or you're in film or something like that. Then one of you might be a celebrity or a director, and the number is 362. I don't know if that means anything. Like it could be like March 1962. It could, could be a time. Well, not a time. I'm really bad with numbers. It could mean many things, and I'm not sure. And we got a satellite. Okay, and satellites observe, so you could be observing each other, watching each other, gathering information. So you could be gathering information about this journey right now, watching everything you can watch about it, learning everything you can learn about, the both of you. We've got a keyboard for music, okay, signs in music. Maybe one or both of you are musicians. And then we have got this palace or a mosque. It could be a, religion. Could be involved in your connection in some way. You have shared values and religious beliefs, or you don't. Or you're becoming, more religious and spiritual as the mission, or as the time goes on, and you learn more. It could be a place to go and to find solace and peace and reassurance and answers. Then we've got the nose here. What is that expression? Follow your nose. So you could be following your instincts. You could be smelling things that remind you of your twin, like flowers or cologne or perfume, something that reminds you of your twin. And then we have this, I don't know if it's an urn or a vase or when you make drinks. So I'm not quite sure what this is. But it could be, we saw that the masculine was offering flowers, so it could be about making space, leaving room for each other to come into your life, kind of that empty vessel, as long as there's space, you can still allow things to come in. You need to have enough space. It could be that there was some kind of a death, or if it's not an urn, it's related to alcohol. It could be like bartending, or partying kind of thing, or raising a toast or something. Then we've got this little man here, and he's smiling. So happy, being happy in and of yourself, knowing that you're good enough, knowing that you're a whole, complete person. And then we've got this little dinner plate, and again, this is about making room for your twin to come in, setting a place for them, right? Or this could be about coming together, having a chat, over a meal, working things out. And then we've got this watermelon here, and watermelon makes me think of summer. It's refreshing, it's cool. For some of you, it's going to make you think of childhood, kind of that Six of Cups energy, remembering joy, simple pleasures. So that is what I have for you. It still got pretty long, but thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It means so much to me. Thank you.